you can... Okay. It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight. Hello, sweet peas. Let's go on my very first train ride. Now, if you are not American and you're like, that's crazy that you're 31 years old and you've never been on a train. I know a lot of people who have never been on a train. I was taking the train from Salem to Portland. I had my stuff packed up for the weekend. I also went ahead and brought the pack and play so that Felix didn't have to remember to bring it when the baby showed up the next day. It was a really beautiful little train station. It was teeny tiny. Honestly, I showed up like 10 minutes before my train left and that was it. That part I thought was amazing, way better than airport. It was also not super busy. The car that I happened to pick was a little bit full, so I did sit next to someone for part of it, but it looked like the other cars were more empty and I just had bad luck picking one. I got to read while I looked out the window and I ate my snacks. Oh my God, it was like, honestly, it felt like the peak of luxury. Like I really enjoyed this. About halfway through my ride, a bunch of folks got off and so I was able to switch and get into a seat where I was sitting by myself. Did a little bit more reading, very cozy. Everyone was super nice that I did talk to, and I felt incredibly comfortable. Then, it was only like an hour ride before we got to Portland. Before I got to see Hannah, I did have to make a pit stop in this weirdly green bathroom, but the Portland station was so beautiful. Oh my God. I felt like I was in a movie, honestly. I cannot wait to find any excuse to ride the train. Oh, also my ticket was only $11. Yeah, can't wait to do it again. Wow, what service? Hey, girl. Girls' night.
Girls' night. I still want my freaking castle shirt.
Well, you can at home. Well, yeah. It's a sexy dental taxi service.
It is. They don't let me work in castle shirt.
They should. We might have to heat some of this up in the microwave. Hannah was very brave. When's the last time you got this place? Not that long ago.
We get it like once every, I don't even know how many months because it's not so far from my house.
Yeah.
I don't like to drive 20 minutes to get food.
Yeah.
And then 20 minutes back, but also I don't really like to eat at the place either that much. Hannah 2. There's 2 bags.
Hannah 2. Hannah. Twisted Gyros is the name of the place. Or Gyros, or I don't know how else you say it.
I think it's
Gyros.
I say Euro.
I've
been told it's Euro.
Yeah.
Or that's the closest.
I've said Euro and Gyro. It smells like okra itself, actually, right now. Yeah, open it this way.
Yeah.
What you're doing is smart.
Yeah, I thought maybe you'd like that.
We're doing a haul. Okay.
I hope I'm only pink sweater.
Yeah, did you want to move the chair?
No head.
Like pink sweater, no head. I don't know how much of us you can...
Okay.
Get a plate.
Get a plate.
This is actually...
Hey, you did a good job.
Thank you. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. That's insane. Mostly it was like lettuce that fell out.
Here's the other thing is I just washed my hands so good in the bathroom.
No, I don't care. Oh my God.
Okay, yeah, it's mostly lettuce.
It's mostly lettuce.
One
falafel.
Falafel.
That's okay. I just vacuumed. Falafel close up. Do you see there's no hair on it?
That's true. It's true. You don't have any animals at your house.
I don't even know how that happened.
Somebody dove.
I think this is all my sauces from my bowl, and it pulled. Here, let me grab yours.
Oh, okay. Wait. You know what though? All of them stayed.
No, they look great.
So I am sorry.
No, oh my God.
Well, I mean, obviously I was gonna be sorry no matter what. But all of the pita chips stayed in the bag as well.
That was crazy.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Well, I didn't want you to be covered in debris the whole
haul.
The whole haul.
Okay, so before disaster struck.
Actually, really, it's mostly lettuce.
Well, that's great. You didn't need it anyway. No. This is, I think, pita. What is this?
Oh, that's pita.
Pita. Yeah. Hannah got a bowl that it looked very beautiful before I toppled it.
Picture from the website. I got the falafel rice bowl.
It smells amazing.
Oh my God. It has so many vegetables and it's so good. It has like saffron rice. Yeah, really? It's like, look, like.
I've got some up here.
That's okay. No,
yeah, some leaves.
It's mostly leaves.
Plenty of the rice and falafel stayed in.
Those are the more important parts because leaves can be replaced.
Leaves can easily be.
I've got some leaves in my fridge. so don't worry.
Don't you worry. Okay, I'll leave this one on the ground.
Well, that was crazy.
They knew how hungry we were.
They knew we needed to pace ourselves here so we don't get a tummy ache.
Yeah. We're both so hungry. This is, I think, more pita. Yeah. Fresh. It's still very warm.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Fresh, hot pita.
Yeah, I had insulated bag, which you may have seen.
Yeah.
With my seat heater on full.
Is this the whipped feta?
That's what
I've never had it like so. I've always had it from your fridge.
Yeah.
This is so nice.
Isn't
It's
that
going to
nice?
be so easy to dip.
It's not supposed to be, I don't think, that warm, but it was in bag with...
Insulated bag. No, I love it. It's going to be
so
amazing to dip. The whipped feta is the best thing I've ever had in my life. One of the best. Oh, they wrote bacon smiley face. That's really nice. And then this is, extra falafel.
I got a side of falafel.
Oh, well, thank God.
I know, because the problem is they give you, like, enough, technically, but then if I eat it the next day,
sauce.
it's like a beet. I don't remember what it is. It's something
cute.
with beets in it. Yeah. But then the next day, I usually eat all the falafel the first day, and then I don't have any falafel. So I got a side so I can have enough.
That's perfect. Yeah. And then I got a bacon. It's called, like, bacon on bacon.
Oh, bacon for your bacon? Or
bacon
yeah.
From my bacon. Something
along those lines.
Giro. Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't let you customize that, huh?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh,
but you can just,
I'm just going to pick them off.
Yeah.
I don't like onions. It's not a secret. But onions come on. This is one of those websites where they never let you customize things. Which, you know what? Okay. I respect.
Here's the Twisted Hero story. They started as a food truck.
That's right.
And then this like brick and mortar location only opened like maybe a year and a half or 2 years ago. It hasn't been open for that long. So like the fact that they have online ordering, I feel is a win.
That was a huge step for them.
Because they're not very big. It's the same guy every time I go who I get my like online order from. Literally the same guy every single time. I think he might be the owner, I'm not sure. But
Mr.
it's
Twisted.
So cute. Yes, Mr. Twisted.
Dr. Twisted.
Dr. Twisted. It's like clearly a small business.
That's, and that's
I'm
all right.
obsessed with it.
It's my fault for not liking onions. I'll pick them off. Right. I'm a grown up.
Yeah, just
and now
fingers.
Yeah. Now we're gonna get on the couch. Yeah. New couch at Hanny's house.
New couch.
Get on the couch and eat our food and watch.
No, yeah. I didn't buy it.
No. New to rich.
Me. I mean, I did buy it, but I didn't.
You didn't buy it new.
No.
That's like $8,000.
I don't want people to I can afford Twisted Euros.
That's it.
Not a single couch.
I think we're going to watch My Policeman, the Harry Styles movie, because we both read the book like 3 years ago. Oh my God. And then we're like, we should watch that sad movie. Yeah. But the baby's always with us. And anyway.
Yeah. We've literally both of us, I think, have separate. There have been so many times where I'm like, maybe I should just watch it. And then I'm like, it's been so many years now.
I know, now we have to wait.
We're so committed.
And so now we can, and I can't wait for it to be bad.
I know, so we can be like, we waited for, now, I'm excited to see Harry Styles.
He's going to be handsome.
He's going to look handsome. He's not going to have tattoos. That'll be weird.
That'll be weird for us. But we'll power through.
It'll be sad. And then we're going to watch something very lighthearted after.
Yes. I don't know, do we have a dessert plan?
I have 6 cupcakes from my work.
That's right.
And then I have some ice cream bars.
The world is our oyster.
Oh, I've got some Fred Firkles.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, we're supposed to go to the store. That's the other thing.
Oh, shoot.
We could also go tomorrow after the thing before they get here. So it's not a huge deal.
Yeah. We have big plans.
We have big plans.
I don't know what we're going to do for breakfast. So we'll have to make sure we have breakfast.
That's
and then we can decide
and
what
then we'll decide. I mean, I don't mind a late night store, All right. We're getting cozy on the couch.
We're getting cozy on the couch.
We'll see you over there.
We'll see you over there.
The pita chips are really going to ramp up the whipped feta.
Yeah, look at them. Don't they look good? And they have that herby topping.
Ooh.
Look at them.
Oh my God. No, they look they smell so good.
They're new to the menu, so I got them for us to try, but obviously the soft pita.
I mean,
it's classic.
We're familiar with her.
It's classic, yeah.
This is a different one than the one I watched.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have chills. Oh!
Isn't she so cute?
These dishes are still dirty.
You need a detergent that cleans your dishes and your filter.
Filter?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm really sorry about that. I gotta be honest with you.
It looks like a potato.
From what I've seen, they're 100% stupid as usual.
Also, the accent's really good.
Yeah.
Because of the smell.
Was that?
Stop the
No.
That was, oh, Mom, what's her name?
Yeah.
Not Twigs. Twat?
I don't think it's twat.
Twitchy. What's her name? Wirus.
Oh. It is twat. Yeah, you're right. Duh. Oh, it's gonna be so stressful. It really might be the most stressful Hunger Games movie yet.
It's because, like, we know that things, like, don't, like, they kind of get better for other people, but they don't really get better for Haymitch.
No.
Who is this guy?
Who is he?
Yeah, the actor.
He was in Grand Budapest. He's also Voldemort.
He's old as hell.
Yeah, he was...
I guess those movies are, like, 20 years old.
Yeah, he was in Grand Budapest. That was, like, the main character.
That's crazy. Oh, he's Mr. Budapest?
He's Mr.
He's the Pink Hotel?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish we knew how to pirate things so we could watch Project Hail Mary. I know. That's what we should have done.
We should have gone to a movie.
That would have been really cute.
Because you and I love going to movies.
What's happening with me? Stay there. Those are appropriate length shorts.
They could be shorter, actually. Weird candy
Yeah.
haul?
Hello. It looks like... I like phone with flash because it feels like I'm, like, inside of a digital camera for my MySpace page in 2007.
Yeah.
World Market haul from Hanny earlier.
Yeah. Kit Kat Gold? I didn't know what it meant.
No, it's gold.
They were on clearance.
How are they?
I actually... They're too sweet for me. So I think you might really
Maybe I like them, yeah.
Yeah. I got this, also on clearance.
Oh, I'm very
Strawberry
interested in
yogurt. You're not gonna believe it. I didn't like it. It was too sweet. The thing is, I want everything to be dark chocolate instead.
That's true, yeah, and I do not like dark chocolate.
These Katyas, correct me in the comments. Also on clearance. They're a vegan candy, but they're like little cute multicolored shapes.
What are they? Is that a bird?
This one is, yeah. Oh, a dove probably, like for peace, right?
That makes sense.
There's like yin yang.
Hey.
Oh, this one's really cute. Get a close up of that one.
So cute.
That one's really, really cute.
So focus. There we go.
That one's really cute. And then of course I got, not on clearance, I'll pay full price any day, for Fred Firkles. Apparently Firkle, I think, means pig. I googled it. I googled it.
I assumed Firkle was his last name.
But look how cute he is.
Oh, he's really cute.
I love them. They're really good because they're kind of like almost foamy.
They're like the blue Scooby-Doo head. What's
are.
most fun is they're really blurry no matter what you do.
Yeah. It's probably their skin color.
Yeah, they're really skin color.
But they're vegan. They sell this brand at World Market, and it's actually cheaper than like any other grocery stores here. I think Fred Meyer sells them for like $8 a bag.
Oh my
I think
God.
they're $3.99 at World Market.
Damn.
They just like
Damn,
dropped the
Fred.
price on them. Fred Firkles. So if you ever see me, this is the only, I was gonna come up with a pig joke. This is the only pig I'll eat.
That's good.
Thanks.
That's a good joke.
I was gonna say, if you ever see me eating a pig, you'll know it's Fred Firkle. This looks nothing like actual meat.
Yay!
I love that he has little ears.
Yeah, I like that he has eyes that bore into your soul.
Yeah, boar is funny.
Thank you.
That's funny. Yeah, I also like that they're big. Like and they're flat. Thanks for
Very
tuning.
normal.
Thanks for tuning in.
What to tell you? Planning on getting married.
We just found out via watching The Policeman, then Googling, that they're still they wear wigs in United Kingdom court.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
It says like no, it's not required in Supreme Court, but it is required in like some criminal trials still. That's
It says the reason is due to it proves
partiality.
Yes, and what did they say? Like being above.
Oh, the fray.
Yeah.
What is the fray of everyday life? Because you wear a wig.
Yeah,
An
they're
ugly wig.
giving them a sense of authority because they're wearing ugly wig.
Here's a BBC article. Why do barristers wear wigs?
Why do they wear wigs?
Why do they? Will they wear wigs? Will they wear wigs?
Will they wear wigs?
When will they wear wigs? Okay.
I'm ready for the photo. It says that now the bob style is more popular.
Yeah, I want to find. I don't know how to Google Bob style UK.
Judge wig.
Judge wig.
Or lawyer.
Or, I mean, yeah, right. I'm working.
Yeah, she's clocked in.
I'm working. Yeah, all I have is this painting to share so far.
Yeah, this doesn't help us right now. Yeah, I would say that guy he has a sense of authority.
He does look like he's
and
not
impartiality.
Yeah, he's not on the fray.
Yeah, that's for sure.
He's fraying somewhere. Don't know where. I'm gonna put 2025. I don't know if anyone's noticed I use DuckDuckGo, which is a horrible search engine.
I also switched to DuckDuckGo, and it is not great. But it's not Google.
If you want to look something up, be prepared for it to take 7 extra steps.
Yeah.
Compared to what it used to take. And also sometimes to just not get the answer.
So yeah.
And then be at peace with the sense of mystery.
I do appreciate that they're supposedly not selling my data. That's nice of them. But sometimes the data must be what's getting me the answers so quick.
No, I'm confused about that. I'm not exaggerating. They keep giving me pictures of other people wearing wigs. Oh, okay.
Here is wig.
This is Judge Wig Black high-res stock photography.
All right.
Not sure about that.
Oh, hold on. Let's pull up all your history.
It's pull up all your history.
Yeah, again, I don't know if that's really
How
giving
did I do that?
Sense of authority. I don't know.
Oh. It's a David Dawson actor age. My Policeman movie review. My Policeman review. Do they still wear wigs in courts in England? UK, England. Wigs in court.
The classic sleepover activity of Googling wigs in court. Giggling and Googling.
Duck going.
Yeah, that's true. Duck
Giggling and duck going. The thing.
And I was like, you know this song.
You know the will.i.am song about Dexter's Laboratory.
I'm unfamiliar, but...
Link in the bio.
Link in bio for William.
Find me on Instagram. My link tree is all will.i.am music.
Good morning. Hanny made breakfast. And she made me coffee. I won't film you. She's not ready. She's not ready for the public.
I'm not camera ready.
We meant to leave a few minutes ago, but here's the problem. We're hungry. But I forgot to say that we did get free tickets. I also forgot to say that the entire reason that we planned this weekend to go stay with Hanny is so that we could go to the Quilt, Craft, and Sewing Festival in Portland. So this is me introducing that concept very casually, very cool. Not because I totally forgot to mention it. I'm really excited. Yeah, what time? It doesn't tell you what time the raffle is. There's a raffle. Children less than 12 free. Perfect. That's all. I'll show you my outfit after I get dressed. Okay, we're headed to the expo center. I'm really excited. We are a little behind schedule, so I think we might miss the raffle, but we're planning on going tomorrow. So maybe we'll win the raffle tomorrow. I don't know. I feel like my outfit turned out really cute. I ended up wearing a little tank top underneath mostly just because it's a little cold. I felt like I have like a nude bra on, so I think I could have done it without the tank top and I would have felt totally fine, but it's a little bit chillier than I anticipated. So I put on a thick white tank top underneath. I also have socks and stocks on. My plan was just to wear the stocks, but again, it's colder than I wanted it to be. So if anyone looks at my feet, that's their problem and not mine. And I'll take you along with me. So excited. Touch it now.
No, I'm just adjusting.
I would never touch.
I would never. I'll run a red light, but
Right. Okay, how did you feel about the expo?
Oh, I thought it was so fun.
Yeah, we're going again tomorrow with the toddler and Felix. We only went for like an hour. I do think we could have spent more time there if we were going to spend money.
Yeah, for sure.
We might spend money tomorrow. I'm trying to convince Hannah to get into quilting.
Yeah, I think I'm more likely to spend money tomorrow.
Right.
Because now I've seen...
We're responsible.
I've got to sleep on it. Mm-hmm. You know?
I did almost buy... I filmed it, the Goodnight Moon quilt kit. It was the last one they had, unless they're going to put out more tomorrow. And I do really want to make it for our kid. He loves Goodnight Moon. But it was $60, which is actually a great price for what it is. But I am selfish, and I would rather... I first want to look at Bolt Fabrics PDX, which is where we're about to walk into, to get fabric to make the Sid tie dress. Because I want to make it before we go to California in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I also feel like, I think that they might restock because I overheard the girl with the really cute quilted vest. That's one of the owners.
Cute. I think it's the Ruby Vest by Sydney Graham.
So cute.
You can make
she
one.
said that they have been driving back the companies from Chehalis, or like the businesses from Chehalis.
Yes.
She said they've been driving back they're driving back every day. And so she said that she's keeping an eye on like what needs to be restocked.
Yes.
So
maybe.
So the possibility might be there.
Yeah. My only complaint, this is not even a complaint. There's like, because quilting as a hobby skews a little bit older, there's like every now and then some clearly AI generated like panels and fabrics. And most of it wasn't, I will say.
There was like one or two
booths where I was like, they've been tricked. And I don't think they're doing it on purpose. But I was like,
it's
hire a young person.
It's also ugly.
It's so ugly.
So I'm like, pick something. Pick one crime.
Yeah.
AI or ugly. Unfortunately,
and they kind of go hand in hand.
They kind of go hand in hand. Yeah.
But the quilt show part was really cool.
Yeah, really.
Maybe
really cool.
with the baby, like, because I figured Felix would probably want to like shop more tomorrow, so I might walk through the quilt display with him more tomorrow.
Yeah. Have him run around.
And then also there's plenty of outdoor space if he gets bored to run around tomorrow. So we'll see. Yeah. We didn't run the raffle. I didn't even hear them announce it.
Did they do it already?
They said they do it in the morning. I think it was at like 10:30. I need to look on the thing.
No, but there were still tickets.
They do it every day.
Oh.
So they might pull it tomorrow.
Oh, maybe.
So we'll see.
I don't know. But
why
would they ask for our email if they're not going to email
They're
us?
going to sell our information.
They said they're going to contact us about upcoming events.
Well, I do want to know about those.
Could be good or could be bad.
Yeah. All right, let's go shop some more.
Let's go.
Okay, this is my new favorite place in Portland, 100%. This is Bolt Neighborhood Fabric Boutique, and it is in Northeast Portland. I wish that I had an unlimited budget so that I could buy everything that they sell here. When I'm in a fabric store, I just feel so inspired and excited, and I wish that I could be in a fabric store every day. I do kind of really regret not buying the sewing journal. I was like, if I really wanted to do this, I could just write it in my regular journal, and that's true, but I haven't stopped thinking about it. But it was $25, and I didn't really have an extra $25. I only had enough to buy the fabric that I wanted. So the books that were there were incredible. Shelly actually has a lot of these, and our library actually has some of them as well. So pretty excited about that. There were truly so many incredible and fun fabrics. I feel like a lot of the times when I go to fabric stores, there is only like a small selection of what I would consider like fun young patterns, and then otherwise it's pretty traditional, which is also totally fine and very, very necessary. But this store, in my opinion, was like 75% really fun fabrics, which I felt really, really inspired by. They also had patches, buttons, thread, obviously the kind of things that you would need to be a sewist. And the people who were there were so, so nice. Obviously, they answered all my questions. They helped me figure out how much fabric I should probably buy, considering I was buying fabric that was technically the wrong size for my project. And they were super knowledgeable and also dressed incredibly cute. I cannot wait to go back here. I think this is where I'll be going later in the year to get some linen to make another pair of lane pants. But yeah, it was just so amazing. If anyone knows if they hire influencers, I would absolutely love to work with them. We're on an adventure to try to find some dirty sodas. We'll see how it goes. Right now we're in a neighborhood. I mean, it's a cute neighborhood.
Right. We're like, but this is like, I-5 is right here.
Yeah.
On the other
side.
That's
nice that they put all these trees here on the fence that you can't tell, but we are right next to I-5. We had quite a time parking, but we're here.
We did.
But we did it.
Yeah.
And now we're right next to the coffee shop. I hope it's cute.
I think it's cute too.
We get some dirty sodas.
We've never been here before.
Yeah, very excited. We'll give a full review.
It's only been open for, I think, a year, so it's kind of new.
We also were gonna, we'll do a haul of the fabric that I bought.
Sodas.
And we will also do a soda
haul. How many are you buying?
I'm gonna buy 6 sodas. I've got time. What'd you get?
I got the Oregon Trail,
Yeah.
which is like a agave vanilla soda. Never heard of that. And then marshmallow and marshmallow fluff on the sides.
That's really
I
cute.
got a tiny bit less sweet because I wasn't sure if it would be like
Too much.
insane. It's good.
Yeah, I think what's most interesting about you is you have a sweet tooth, but like
not
you
too much.
right, like you always want dessert, which is one of my favorite qualities of yours.
Yeah, I love dessert.
But you don't want it to be milk chocolate, you want it to be dark
I
chocolate.
want it to be dark chocolate.
That's okay though.
But with dark chocolate, I can eat more of it.
That's
because
true.
It doesn't make,
And you love
doesn't make my tummy hurt. So,
And that's what matters.
and that's what matters.
I got the Savi Island, which has, what did it have in it? It's a Red Bull,
Yes.
which is what matters.
Yeah.
And I added sweet cream, and then it was like strawberry, peach, and coconut, which
Yeah.
were some of my favorite things.
How
It's
is
really
it?
good.
Did you try
Really
it?
Good. Yeah.
Do you like the peach with it?
I do. I was a little nervous about the peach.
Yeah.
But I'm excited.
It's good.
Can you see? It
It
says
says it's bitchny bitch. It does say it's bitchny bitch. This is a
and then it says,
Thursday.
follow me to Dutch Bros. Okay. Paul, so we went to many places. We got our soda, then we had to go grocery shopping, which I know you're like, aren't you only there for 2 days? Yeah. And we
Yeah.
needed groceries to eat.
To be completely fair, my house has literally, we have like no groceries right now.
knee
So
is
I
so
couldn't even get creative.
So I'm gonna save the best for last. I'm gonna save my
Wait.
fabric for last.
I'll save my best for last.
Perfect.
I don't know. I think you can see it.
And then we have a taste test.
Yeah.
For a couple things.
Yeah.
So we're making gumbo tonight. We'll probably have gumbo for lunch tomorrow also, and stuff to make sandwiches. And then Hannah has a couple of random things also that you needed.
Yeah. I had some random things.
I didn't film at the grocery stores because we were yapping.
Yeah, we were busy.
Celery for gumbo. Seedless raspberry jam. Did you want to talk about it?
My aunt buys this, and she bought it at the cabin, and I was like, I don't know why are we spending $6.50 on
jam?
It's so good. I just
Highly
keep calling
recommended.
it bear jam because it has a little bear on it. It's really good. It has it's like sweetened with like regular sugar.
Yeah, it says real fruit is the #1 ingredient.
Yeah, it's really good. It does go bad faster. So if you're not it almost always goes bad the end of it in my household, but I'm gonna try and be good about it.
Yeah. Oh, Hanny needed more toothpaste.
More toothpaste. This is my favorite.
We're a pro nail house. Hanny's also a
Nail
dental
house.
assistant if you didn't know, so
Yeah.
she knows a lot about teeth.
And I know that's a good toothpaste.
That's a good toothpaste.
This is my favorite non-dairy ice cream right now.
Yeah.
They have ice cream bars that are the same. Oh my god.
The ice cream bars are
They're
really good.
so good. Oh,
Okay.
don't cancel me.
Don't cancel Hannah.
Don't cancel me. I've been looking at buying this online and I didn't know they had it. It's the Skinny Mixes marshmallow sauce. And I wanted it because it's really, where do other people buy marshmallow sauce that doesn't have like,
That doesn't say skinny on it.
right, yeah, it's hard to find. And so I got an advertisement on Instagram that said Skinny Mixes marshmallow sauce, and I was like, wait, that sounds so good.
Yeah, it looks really good.
It's pearlescent.
I'm excited to try it.
I'm gonna try it. I'm
Yeah.
mostly gonna put it in coffee and maybe some dirty sodas.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Well, but the name is so. It's Jordan's Skinny Mixes. I don't know who Jordan is. Maybe
Yeah.
she's this little woman on the bottle. I don't know. if
She's
you can
very
see her.
little.
She's very little on the bottle. We'll see how it tastes. It could be so bad. I didn't know it was gonna be.
It doesn't say sugar free though, right? It's just like, well, no, it must be because it's 0 sugar.
0 sugar, 0 calories. What's in it?
Ice cream, hot cocoa, lattes, desserts. But I tell you what,
Sucralose. Okay.
no refrigeration required. Keto friendly. Why is it keto friendly and the picture is like 2 ice cubes
I think
crossed
it's
out?
sugar, right?
That makes sense.
Cubes.
So, sugar cubes?
A la
Yeah.
Fennec from Catching Fire.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Okay,
I didn't realize you got the one that has so many. Oh, you don't.
beans and tomatoes
Gumbo.
for gumbo. And then this is for mommy and baby sandwich. Honey ham,
Sandwich.
sharp cheddar cheese. Yeah. All right, empty?
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you've got the much busier one.
We also went to so many stores.
We had to.
We had to go to so many stores because we couldn't find what we were looking for. I finally had to go to Market of Choice. I don't know if that's a Pacific Northwest thing.
I've never heard of it till we moved here.
They did finally have these. They also had some other interesting things. We should have filmed just that department.
We should have.
Because there were so
There was a
many
lot
good
of
things.
options. Honey wheat bread. Felix is really on a wheat bread grind because we share the bread with the baby, and I guess it's better for the baby. Me, I really like buttermilk bread the most. Felix hates it because it's like sweet bread, which is fair.
Yeah.
And so we compromised and I got honey wheat.
I think that's That's a really good middle road.
Yeah.
I got mini bagels.
If you haven't had a mini bagel, I can't wait to show the baby, actually. He's going to lose his mind.
They're so cute.
They're going to be really much better for him to hold than the big bagels that he eats every day.
Yeah, and I also love them because what I was doing for a while is making little air fryer egg sandwiches. So you cut the bagel in half and then you like press down in a little ring and then you like mix, like, what's it called? Like mix.
Scramble.
Yeah, but like in a cup.
Yeah. In a cup, then pour it in the, that's really
And then
smart.
you pour it in there and then you air fry it and you have like a little mobile cheese. I would eat it while I'm driving to work. But I might be doing that again soon.
That's
so I got
really
these.
smart. I want that.
It's so good.
We should have gotten potatoes.
Oh, we have some potatoes.
Perfect.
I don't have russets though. I think that's what people are using in the recipe.
For that thing, yeah.
And then this is just so many more beans and tomatoes because we're making a double batch of gumbo, which is crazy because do we really need a double batch? Probably not, but.
Well, no, but your siblings are coming home.
Yeah.
Tonight anyway.
And then you guys can take some home.
Right, and the baby's gonna eat. He has to throw half of it on the floor.
Mommy and baby, neither of them can pace themselves around gumbo.
He comes by it, honestly.
We all eat so much gumbo that our stomachs hurt because it's
just
so
so good.
3 bell peppers for gumbo, 1 red bell pepper for other pepper purposes.
Well, you also have vegan mac and cheese you might make.
Yes, that's true.
And the red bell pepper would be really good for that.
That's true. This is from Safeway. This is just for me. This is actually kind of exactly what Morgan bought, but I bought vegan provolone and smoked ham style tofurkey.
Felix will be excited about that.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
And then these are a throwback. These are what
forgot we got these.
in our household we call happy potato souls. I don't know when Felix and I started buying them. I think my mom maybe got them randomly.
You guys
one
were in high
time.
school, I think.
In
is
high
all I
school,
know.
and was like, I got these because they have smiley
so
faces
silly.
on them. And then some of them look. Maybe we'll
Haunted.
insert a clip if we find one that looks haunted. But they're happy potato souls because they look like maybe you've taken the soul of a potato or put a human soul into a potato.
So sometimes they look like this.
Sometimes they look like
They're screaming with their
are
eyes.
screaming with their eyes. But they were at Safeway, and we haven't seen them in years.
No, they used to have them at our Winco and they stopped.
It's so sad. And then 2 banana. I have 1 banana really looking for a home on the counter, so I think we're gonna make banana bread. Oh, this is gonna be part of our taste test.
Yes. Taste test lemon meringue pie M&Ms.
I'm so excited.
And then I also have the Old Bay seasoning goldfish that I bought. Ham hasn't tried them yet.
Yes.
There's nothing meat in them,
No.
despite you think maybe seafood. It's like the flavoring is not
The flavoring is Old
actually
Bay, I
having
think.
meat in it. Yeah.
It's so weird. I was looking for. Now I'm gonna be in a dirty soda kick. I think Fizz and Sip really is fine.
Really launch something for you.
Because we walked into Chef's store. Chef's store, and they had Poppy cream soda sitting up front, and I was just saying I wanted to buy a cream soda, but it's so sweet to me as an adult, which is not, this is not derogatory, and don't cancel me for thinking things are too sweet. But cream soda itself, I feel like tastes so sweet most of the time.
It's like
So I'm
sugar
excited.
soda.
Yeah, it's just sugar.
Sugar flavor. That's why I love it.
So I'm excited to try this one because I do really like Poppy. They're also, it was a pretty good deal. It's I think it's less than $2 a can, which for
it was
any
like
of the
one
prebiotic
something.
sodas, that's a really good price.
Yeah.
$1.80 a can, something like that. And then we got, these are also from
Chef store.
Chef's store. This is for my coffee. That is for maybe my dirty sodas. We'll see.
Yeah, and then we got whole milk, but I don't need to show you. It's over there.
It's just whole milk.
So yeah, we're gonna do a little taste test, then make some lunch and put these groceries away. Oh
Yeah.
my God! Wait,
Oh,
I forgot.
You saved it for last.
I
and you
saved it
almost
for
forgot?
last on purpose. Okay, we went to Bolt Fabric PDX, which I filmed being there, and I specifically went to buy fabric to make the Sid tie top dress, and I found the perfect fabric.
It's so good.
Are you kidding?
It's so beautiful.
I will say I might run into an issue later because the recipe was what I almost said. The pattern calls for 2 5/8 yards of 66 width fabric, and this is only 45. And so she was like, "Don't buy 45-inch fabric." But what I did is I bought extra fabric, and if that doesn't work, then it will be enough to do the same thing I did with this, of having like pants and top, which will also be very cute. But I think I can just get creative with the way that, I think the reason that it's that way is because then you don't waste as much fabric if you were to buy the 66, but are you kidding?
It's so good. It's so good.
It's so cute.
It's so
And then I also bought, I know I didn't need more labels, okay.
Okay.
But I
And-
also bought the Claire Ritchie, Kylie and the Machine collab. labels. This is the last box they had. And I've been looking on them online. I'll insert a clip of me filming just I don't want to open it right now, but it's so cute. Yay. Okay, let's go. You want to open your lemon meringues?
Oh, they're like so small. Look, I thought they were gonna be like.
Those are. Oh, you mean you thought they were gonna be like the peanut ones?
Like the peanut size ones.
Should we go at the same time?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, they're really lemony.
Ooh.
That is really good.
Well, yeah, they're actually really.
So nothing like an M&M, just like lemon meringue pie.
Mm-hmm.
That is really good though. They're really crunchy too.
Yeah, I think they have a little layer.
Oh, because they're white chocolate.
Yeah.
That's why. That is really good.
Yeah. They are really lemony.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the Old Bay. They're really gonna throw off your lemon.
I know.
Unfortunately.
My mom loves Old Bay seasoning. She puts on like everything.
I love her.
This is made for her.
Yeah, you should tell her.
Old Bay for me has too much celery salt.
I feel like it
that's
just
why
tastes
I
like
avoid
crab to me, which is what I like.
Huh. I do like them.
I like them.
No, they're good.
Yeah.
Now maybe it's.
I'm worried that they're limited edition because I really like them, but I mean, I like regular goldfish.
You could also just like put some regular goldfish with some Old Bay, shake it up.
There you go.
Custom.
No,
they're actually.
That's what I should do with Tony's. I should make Tony's
You
goldfish.
should make Tony's goldfish.
I've never done that.
You should do that. I don't know how you'd get it to stick.
That's
though.
what I'm wondering. Like, do I just spritz them with a little water, shake it up?
Probably, yeah. No, those are really good.
Those are
They
good.
are still. There's like a little bit of a overpowering celery flavor to me for Old Bay, which is why I don't always use it.
Yeah.
But I feel like with this, you don't taste it as much.
No, it's not like direct Old Bay. You know what I mean? It's just sprinkled on there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No, it's
yeah.
good.
All right, yeah, we're gonna put these groceries away. I don't know when we'll see you next, but I'll bring you along when something interesting happens.
Right.
A perfect sandwich. These moms look like lesbians. There's been a casualty.
Okay, the crime scene is drop jar of garlic pepper, stepped in.
The slipper print on. Let me get, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good thing you're wearing slippers, otherwise you'd have garlic socks.
That's actually true. I almost fell though. I went like this and I was like, I don't
Whoa.
know how the print stayed so pristine.
And then when the police get here, they'll be like, someone's already tested for prints.
I did it actually preemptively.
That's very smart of you. That way they'll be able to catch the killer.
That way they'll be able to catch the killer.
Hanny made some delicious gumbo rice over there. And the baby and Felix are pulling up in the next few minutes, so we're gonna go wave at them outside. But I don't want to film outside Hanny's house. So just imagine what it looks like.
It's a big step, okay? We have to be careful.
He does not want to eat dinner. He only wants to go see
Okay,
Jeep.
ready? Watch the step. Big step.
Whoa.
Whoa.
This is the part of the hang where one puts a baby in the front seat of a Jeep for approximately 20 minutes while he just looks at everything inside.
And says, Jeep, Jeep.
Jeep, Jeep, Jeep. Okay, are you ready to see what I bought? By the way, you're really tiny.
I'll get big.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Isn't it amazing?
This is incredible.
I want to try to
Let me
make
see,
it
bring
before we go to
closer.
California.
Let me see. Bring it closer to me so I can see. You don't want me to
It's
look.
woven.
Oh. You were obsessed with red and green.
This is pink and teal, you weirdo. It's so pink and teal.
This is green.
Where? No, this is all purple.
This is green.
This is green. But this is
This
teal
is like
and green.
maroony.
This is
red.
so purple. You can't tell. I'm gonna put a light on it in a second.
Alright.
And then I bought these labels because you know I needed more.
Oh, you also remember that they're colorblind.
Yeah,
I
no,
color
you,
regular.
no, you literally are colorblind. I
I got
know.
more labels.
Yes, because I think I'm gonna put one on the front, like by the front of the dress.
Oh,
Hang on, I think I'm gonna do this.
This is not red.
$80.
This is not red either.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, actually less because I did 3.5 yards instead of 4.
And this is pink.
Okay. Alright.
Oh, so you believe Hannah? So you believe some women?
Yeah, it's a nice girl regulations.
It's literally in nice girl regulations and mean, evil. We're having our cherry juice lattes. Cherry juice lattes. I'm doing a lot of planning. I'm hoping that my husband will be really nice and I can make this before Sunday. Yeah. Oh yeah. How was your? I should interview you. How was your 24 hours solo parenting?
Solo parenting.
Yeah.
Wow, single dad.
Hashtag single dad. I will say that we were talking to the baby and I said, you guys are going to have boys night. And he said, boys night? the highest little voice you've ever
It's
heard.
very cute.
And then
Yeah.
he overheard you say something about girls' night, and he said, "Girls' night."
Yeah.
And I said, "That's so true."
Yeah. I
So
said,
Mommy
Auntie
Angie
Hanny and I
knew
had
that.
girls' night. And he
Yeah.
said, girls' night?
Yeah.
Night.
It was good. It was good. We didn't watch TV the whole time. We went to the park. There was a lake at the park, and he really wanted to just like run into the grimy water. He did a lot of touching of wet rocks, which was
Right.
one of his favorite activities.
Wet rocks.
Anyway, we had fun. Oh, we got a focaccia
Oh, yeah.
bread that we split. He was really into cheesy bread, very into it. That was really good.
Yeah, if your kid, if you're not sure if they'll be into something, rename it. If we put cheesy in front of anything, he doesn't know if there's cheese in it.
Yeah.
So-
Well, focaccia is just a big word.
Yeah,
But-
no, I mean it does have cheese in it.
I'll
Same
certainly
with
teach him the
cheeseburger
word.
soup. I'll just call it cheesy soup. Or chili. I'll be like, did you want cheesy meat?
Yeah, right.
There you go.
I want
Okay.
Frankenfurters.
Red Circles, we're ready.
Red
Red
Farkles.
Farkles.
We're gonna watch a Titan Submersible documentary.
We are.
And then,
Gonna talk about dread about the ocean.
Yeah.
yay.
Yay.
Yay! Now it's second
Cheers.
girls' night with Daddy.
Yeah.
Girls' night.
Girls' night. Guys, I love this. It's like we're at a little sleepover.
I know, sorry, it has to be on my blinds.
No, I'm not sorry. This is exactly what it's like. Look at, we have our the mood lighting, and we have look at that. Look at this. This is a great day. I'm having a great time. We're off to a rough start this morning. We had a good early start. Henny made some more breakfast. The baby did wake up at 6:45 this morning.
I know, we'll listen to New Appy as soon as Daddy's done using the bathroom.
Yeah, so it could be anywhere between 3 and 20 minutes.
Yeah, we'll be in here for a while, but at least we're in the Jeep, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, I was moving this seat forward, which I do
The culprit.
all the time. I know, my hand's throbbing just looking at it. And the seat like slid over my knuckle somehow, which is crazy because I do this all the time. And like shredded all the skin on my knuckle. And it started swelling right away and started bruising, not really bleeding a lot. It's bleeding more now. That's how I sounded when I hurt my knuckle.
Also, the dot on your hand is actually from the festival. It's not.
This is from the
on
festival.
yeah.
This is from the seat. This knuckle also hurts a little bit, but nothing compared to
No, the other
his
one's
next door
bandaged.
neighbor.
Yeah.
It hurts so bad.
Aperture. Yeah, when Daddy comes back, we'll turn the Jeep on.
Yeah, and then we'll listen to Aperture.
We'll listen to Aperture. We're meeting my friend Julia. I doubt she'll be in the vlog, but she also is bringing her baby, which is really cute.
Level baby conference.
We might try to talk Daddy into lunch at this place Hanny likes.
Yes, there's a place there's one on None of This Matters, but people who live in Portland, there's two of them. I think there's one on Alberta and one on Belmont. It's called Nora PDX. It's like a vegan Asian fusion place. Oh, man. You gotta go hungry, though, because you gotta eat everything. So we'll see.
Yeah,
I love it so much, though.
we'll see. I'm excited for day 2 of Quilting Inspiration. I hope we win the raffle. Honk. We're headed back in. Daddy didn't go yesterday.
Well, yeah.
What are you hoping to see today?
Yeah, I'm excited to see the art part. Like, I think I'm excited to be inspired by quilts.
Yes.
Honk.
Honk.
Otherwise, I'm not really feeling
You're not looking-
any type of way now.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to go to scrap later, maybe.
Yes. Very excited.
God, I love the footage. I love that they used variegated embroidery thread for this too. It looks so sick. Yeah.
Concert time. Yeah, switch those up. Hanny, what'd you get?
I got the hibiscus lime soda. It's really small for the price, but it's so good. It has a little dried, I don't know if you can see it.
Oh.
Close up.
You want me to do
It's
it?
so good though.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mango, mango, mango. Yeah, buddy, we could probably also get you some mango. How is it?
Super messy.
Yeah.
Delicious.
They made it in a lab for you.
I could eat it for every meal.
Here's what happened. I didn't film very much today. We went to the thing. We had a great time. We were also hanging out with my friend who also has a baby.
Yeah.
You know, they don't need to be working.
No.
Baby took a nap. We watched an Ocean Gate documentary, which we watched part of yesterday. We finished it. Now we're about to learn about the Titanic, because it turns out I don't know anything about the Titanic.
Yeah.
How much do you know about the Titanic?
Not very much.
Less I think than I do, because I went through a real Titanic phase in like high school. I think Netflix had like just started streaming, and there was a bunch of Titanic documentaries.
Yeah.
You
So
were
I
like,
watched
gotta
probably
get
like
that.
5 of them. Yeah.
When I was in Anne of Green Gables, my sophomore year of high school, picture. I was Anne of Green Gables.
You were Miss Anne.
And the year that Anne of Green Gables happens is 1912 to like 1914, and Titanic happened in 1912. And I remember at the time being like crazy that they don't talk about the Titanic at all. And then I was like, well, I guess they're Canadian. Anyway, I learned a little bit about the Titanic at that time because I was incredibly method and really committed to portraying an accurate Anne of Green Gables, which would historically accurately have included Titanic knowledge.
Right.
So I knew more when I was 15 and a half, but I don't know much now, other than, for possibly a spoiler, the iceberg was the problem. And they warned them about the iceberg
I didn't know
for
they
a
warned
long
them.
time.
I think they
Yeah,
warned them
in
about
the
I
film.
think they warned
Oh,
them about the
here's what I remember
crossings.
about the film.
Like they were like
They
the crossing of the water's gonna be bad.
But you don't want to go at this time.
And I think they were,
Sort of a.
but also,
Also, how
sort of a
long does
Donner
it take them
party.
to get information at this point? Like, there's not cell phones, there's just radios.
What's a radio?
When the radio is here.
Okay.
So, like, you know, are they being willfully defiant? Are they being, are they weaponizing their incompetence?
Are they trying to make so much money that they'll let people pay to go on a trip that is probably doomed, but everybody's like, maybe it's going to be fine and then it's not fine? A la the Titan.
The Titan?
ick.
No one has done that yet. I wanted to go Titan. Ick.
Anyway,
You're giving me the
so the baby woke up from his nap.
Yeah.
We couldn't film while we were watching the documentary. We were having too much fun. Anyway, so now it's 11 p.m. We're having cherry juice lattes.
Mm-hmm.
Cherry juice latte.
Cherry juice latte. Cherry juice,
In bears.
cherry juice. And bears. Special bear edition.
And the happy potato souls we talked about.
Yay!
I don't know if you can see them. They're all pretty happy actually.
Sometimes they're sad.
They don't know about Ocean Gate.
Some of these are really happy.
They're excited to learn about the Titanic.
gonna
So
love it.
as we're watching the Ocean Gate thing, they just keep talking about it. And I was like, I gotta be honest, I don't really understand like the lore of the Titanic. Like,
You're like, why aren't they talking about the carriage window?
come on, get to it. But they keep being like, well, people are all around the world are obsessed with the Titanic. And I was like, not to be this guy, but like, isn't it just a boat that sank? And everyone's like, well, it's a very famous boat that sank. And I was like, I think I don't
And
know
then they
anything.
showed pictures of the Titanic, and you're like, I'm kind of getting it.
I was like, that's a big boat.
It's really big.
How did it get to the bottom?
Large.
Yeah. It's also, I'm not really understanding how iceberg slices boat in half. That's not making any sense to me.
I think we'll
It
find out.
scrapes.
Scrapes? I've never seen ice in the water like that. Doesn't seem scary to me. I'm not scared.
I think you're gonna be scared.
I think you're gonna be.
Yeah, it's a frightening
I think you're
documentary.
gonna be scared.
With my cherry juice latte.
And your
Anyway,
potato souls.
I don't know if we'll have any more thoughts tonight, so I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I plan to have zero thoughts.
Yeah, I'm gonna have no thoughts right now.
Thoughtless.
All right, good morning. Before we leave Portland, we've driven partially south to Tigard, and we're gonna check out the Restore, and then there's also a big estate sale thing that we might stop by, so I'm excited. Let's see what we find today.
Stop by the Habitat for Humanity restore. I have always heard it called a restore, like you've stored it twice, restore, store it again. And it's definitely the word restore. Like there are things there that are used and you can restore them. Anyway, some of them have a bunch of weird bits and bobs and clothing and items like this. And then other ones really mostly have like hardware materials. It's where we got all of our secondhand paint to make our fruit mural that we love. And this was a living estate sale, which I'm already kind of a hater about estate sales that are done in that way. And then also it was at an antique mall. So it's kind of like, okay, do we just like sort of come up with a bougier name for this section of the antique mall is going to be a little bit extra on sale. But like when I think of an estate, I love these Hello Kitty things. When I think of an estate sale, I think of like everything is really bonkers cheap, and this was not that. But they did have some really cool stuff. I wish that these funky little grab bags had been like $5 cheaper each, and then maybe I would have gotten one because I love to have stuff for our child's unhinged treasure box. They had all these weird light up things that were really super fun. A ton of these deeply unhinged signs. They weren't any signs that made sense. If there was one that was like bathroom or I don't know, no boys allowed, like anything that was like that kind of an energy, I would have grabbed it because I do love this font. I love the like funky circusy thing. They had some like price ones, but nothing that was gonna work for our house. All of these weird sort of pixie energy. I don't even know what these guys were. They're very cool. Oh my gosh. And I got this ridiculous paper doll. I'm really excited about her. She's very cool. $3. $3 for that is a bargain. They did have some fun things. But anyway, I just kind of feel like everything. Oh my gosh. And so many cool clothes. But again, this was like $10 for this vest. Who is wearing a vest? No one wears a vest. That's not an article of clothing that should be $10. It should be $5. Look at this one. Another cute one. Anyway, yeah, they had cool stuff. They knew what they had. This was $8. I would have bought it just for the strawberry shortcake if it was slightly less than that. And this stupid house was $40. And I want to make one of these so bad. If it was like way nicer for $40 or if it had only been $20, I would have been fighting tooth and nail to get this. This I thought was really neat. I don't actually know what it is, but to me it looked like it should hold jewelry. Oh, and then more of these funky gremlin pixie babies that are very cute. Yeah, had a nice time. Oh, and this is the bathroom. I love the bathroom. Look at these bubbles.
And here's some of the things I found interesting. Honestly, I love an antique mall. I love walking around. I like that it's like different booths that are curated to different vibes. I feel like that makes it more eye-catching. I really wish that I was able to see the price on this Kermit thermos, but maybe it just wasn't meant to be because I will not go ask someone for a key just to check the price on something. Oh, here's Princess Diana and Prince Charles. Is it not so embarrassing that there's Wicked t-shirts at an antique mall? I'm sorry. This pig is exactly what I think I look like when I'm angry. This antique mall had a lot of stuff from like 80s and 90s, which I feel like I just haven't seen a ton of. I really liked that. I thought it was really cute. I love this little key holder, but I did not need it. This booth, I thought it was interesting that they were using a freezer as a display case. I thought that was really smart use of it. I really, really regret not getting this bear sweater. I haven't stopped thinking about it, but it was $40. And I didn't need sweater for $40. I have sweaters. I'm always looking for fabric. You know me. I have a fabric collecting problem. This Winnie the Pooh photo album I thought was really cute, but again, I did not need it. I'm not really sure what world's greatest pillow partner means. I'm really unsure about that. I also kind of regret not buying these PJs for my son. They're so cute. They would not fit him for so long, but they're truly vintage and adorable. Yeah, so that place was amazing. I had a lot of fun. Honestly, I just love window shopping. We really didn't buy that much, and we already put it all away, so I'm not doing a haul. But it was a lot of fun. Lots of cool stuff to look at. We'll probably go back there eventually. But yeah, we had such a great weekend with Auntie Hanny. It was so much fun. We like very rarely go stay in Portland for a couple of reasons. Number one, all of our kiddos' stuff is here, right? So like his bed is here, all his toys are here. So it is just much easier when people come visit us versus us going to see them, which I think is just true of like all people with really little kids. And then also in Portland, you have to worry about parking and things like that usually. So we don't spend a ton of time there for more than like one day, but it was really fun. I also think that might change now that we know how easy it is to use the train. Felix actually used the train a few months ago to get from Salem all the way up to the cabin in Washington, Hannah's family's cabin. It was actually super cheap and super easy to use it, just like you know, an hour away. So that was really nice. We would need to bring our car seat and have Hannah pick us up because our kiddo will still need a car seat for like a couple more years. So we'll see if we actually end up doing that. But I feel like it's something that could happen, you know, like train summer. I think that could be something. I think we could make that happen. But going to the sewing festival, I feel so inspired. I actually already made the dress from the fabric that I bought, which will be a different video coming out soon. And I just had so much fun. It was like really, it was my first time being away from our toddler for that long. It was like almost a full 24 hours, and that was hard. I missed him, but like I do see why parents are like, I want to go on a vacation, just me and my husband. Because it was really, I slept so good and that was really nice, but I missed him so much, and so I was like teary-eyed when they were pulling up because I was so excited to squeeze him and hug him and hang out with him. And I miss Felix too, obviously, but we were long distance at the beginning of our relationship, so it's nothing new to me to be away from them for 24 hours. All in all, super great weekend. Definitely gonna go to that festival again next year. I think it was a lot of fun. It was no Quilt Con based on what I've seen online, but it was like kind of like much bigger than I thought it was gonna be, based on the fact that it was really hard to find any information about it. So yeah, I do plan to go next year. I'm hoping maybe I can like have like a budget set aside next year because there were tons of things I was like eyeballing, but I didn't need anything. And that's the other thing is like as I'm getting into sewing, I feel like similar with like reading or anything, it's so easy to turn it into like a consumption habit, like just like buying and buying and buying. And I am trying to not like buy and buy and buy and buy and buy fabric. I'm trying to be like, okay, like, do I have a plan for this, or, you know, a place where it can go and not just buy every single thing that looks cute, and try and keep my works in progress like fairly minimal, which I've been able to do so far. So thank you so much to Hannah, who let us stay at her house this weekend and have a super fun time. And thank you so much to every single person who watches these. This is one of my favorite types of videos to do. They are a little few and far between right now, just because the way that Felix and I have like work and the other parent doing childcare with our kiddo, you know what I mean? It's hard to do kind of like the hangout style type videos that we did for so long without filming our kiddo a lot, because he's always obviously there hanging out with us. So it was kind of nice to get back to our roots because we had a third person to like have in the mix of filming and kiddo watching. Whether you like these videos or the sewing videos or the cleaning videos we've been doing, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for commenting. If you're interested in supporting us more, we do have a Patreon. Over there we post some exclusive content that is unedited and just kind of exactly what we're like without it being edited down and kind of curated for short form or for YouTube. About every 2-ish weeks or so, we also post these slightly longer videos of us just talking about what's going on behind the scenes, things we've been up to, things we don't want to post on like the broader internet. And if you pay $8 or more a month, you can be on our YouTube Superstars tier, which is where you get to watch our YouTube videos with no ads. And they go up as soon as they're ready, versus here on YouTube, we kind of wait till either Wednesday or Saturday, whatever the prime posting time is. And on Patreon, we just put them up at 3 a.m. if that's when they're done being edited. They go up as soon as they're ready. You get to see them as soon as we're ready for you to see them. No matter how you're supporting us or what you're doing, even just watching is astronomically helpful. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a good week. I hope that you enjoyed the video. There's a lot going on. The world is so scary, but you are so lovely, and I am so happy that you're here. Please go drink some water and take care of yourself. I hope you enjoy the bloopers. I hope that when you are thrifting later this month or this year, you find something you've been searching for so long and it brings you so much joy, and that the price is good. That's what I hope for you. Okay, enjoy the bloopers. Bye-bye. That's crazy what I'm doing.
27 video. I think one journal.
Oh,
This is gonna be really bumpy.
No, go ahead. And I love it.
And we love it.
I want to touch it so bad.
The Savi
Oh,
Island.
sorry. Oh, restart.
Sorry, hang on.
Sorry.
Okay.
Hang on.
Hang on.
Hang on. Okay.
To see today.
I have no idea.
Redacted.
No.
Sorry.
Cool quilt?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's ridiculous.
No one's gonna pick up my broom.
filming. You're beeping away.
Beep, 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 beep.